Again he jumped onto the saddle and galloped at a breakneck speed till he came quite close to the Prophet, pbuh. Abu Bakr's heart agitated and he kept looking back while the Prophet, pbuh, remained steadfast and continued reciting verses of the Quran. The repeated stumbling of Suraka's horse and his falling off awakened him to the situation, and he realized that it was a constant warning of Allah for his evil design which he contemplated against the Prophet, pbuh. He approached the traveling group with a penitent heart and begged of the Prophet, pbuh, forgiveness in all humility. He addressed the Prophet, pbuh, and his companion, saying, "Your people, the Qurayshites, have promised a generous reward to anyone who captures you." He added that he offered them provision but they declined his offer. They only asked him to screen off their departure and blind the polytheists to their hiding place. Then the Prophet, pbuh, forgave him and confirmed it with a token written by Amir bin Fuhaira on a piece of parchment. Suraka hurried back to Makkah and tried to foil the attempts of those who were in pursuit of Muhammad, pbuh, and his noble companions. The sworn enemy was converted into an honest believer. Bukhari 1516, 1554, Zod, Al-Mad 253. In a version by Abu Bakr, he said, "We emigrated while the Makkans were in pursuit of us. None caught up with us except Suraka bin Malik bin Jusham on a horse. I said, O Messenger of Allah, this one has caught up with us." The Prophet, pbuh, replied, "Don't be cast down, verily, Allah is with us." 4. The party continued its journey until it reached a solitary tents belonging to a woman called Mabad al-Khuzayah. She was a gracious lady who sat at her tent door with a mat spread out for any chance traveler that might pass by the way. Fatigued and thirsty, the Prophet, pbuh, and his companions wanted to refresh themselves with food and some milk. The lady told them that the flock was out in the pasture and the goat, standing nearby, was almost dry. It was a rainless year. The Prophet, pbuh, with her permission, touched its udders, reciting over them the name of Allah, and to their great joy, there flowed plenty of milk out of them. The Prophet, pbuh, first offered that to the lady of the house, and he shared what was left with the members of the party. Before he left, he milked the goat, filled the container and gave it to Mabad. Later on, her husband arrived with slender goats hardly having any milk in their udders. He was astonished to see milk in the house. His wife told him that a blessed man passed by the way, and then she gave details about his physical appearance and manner of talk. Here Abu Mabad realized on the spot that the man was the one whom Quraysh were searching for and asked her to give full description of him.